Hi, in this class, let us know about rounding numbers. What are rounding numbers? In many cases, we don't need the exact numbers. The exact numbers are not necessary. So, in that case, we take the number to its approximation. Approximation means nothing but it is also called as estimation. Estimation, approximation. In some cases, we won't take the exact numbers. We will take the numbers which are very close to the given numbers. Why do we need rounding numbers? Sometimes it is not possible to add all the numbers and tell the exact numbers. There is no need to find that one. So, in that cases, what we do is we do rounding numbers. Suppose it is your birthday. So, in your class, there are 38 children in the class. So, do you bring only 38 sweets to the class? No. So, you will tell to your mother, in my class there are 38 children. So, I need 38 sweets to distribute to my friends. But your mother, when you tell the number, she estimates the number. 38 means she takes 38 very close. What number is close to 38? So, she estimates 38 to 40. So, she gives 40 sweets to you. She won't take 38 to 30. If she estimates 38 to 30, she will give only 30 sweets. Can you give 30 sweets? Can you distribute 30 sweets in the class? Your strength is 38. So, you can take more than 38 sweets. So, your mother gives 40. So, after distributing 38, 2 sweets are left. So, that is called estimation. So, estimation means we will take the number which is closer to the given number. So, we use these rounding of numbers in the cases like estimation of length. Suppose we don't know the length of this room. So, I can tell that this room is nearly 10 feet. If I walk 10 feet, it is nearly 10 feet. But when you do actually, when you go around that room and when you find exactly, you may get 11 or 12 feet. But it's not a problem. Estimation means, rounding off means telling to the nearer number. So, when you counted, you got 11 feet. But without counting, you said it may be nearly 10 feet. So, 10 is very near to 11. So, that means estimation is used without calculating, by seeing and telling the number. So, we use estimation in lengths to find some expenses. Suppose if you go to a shop, so you purchased all the provisions. So, the shopkeeper said that the amount is 1990. So, when you tell 1990, you will pay the amount and the shopkeeper will give back 10 rupees. But when you come to your house and if your mother asks, how much amount did you spend in the market? So, you will tell, nearly I paid 2000 to the shopkeeper. But exactly we didn't pay 2000, but we will estimate. We will tell to the nearer number, because 1990 means you can tell that it as 2000. So, we use in the expenses to finding the length and distances. Like that we will use all the rounding of numbers. And also we will use these rounding of numbers to find the sum, difference, product and quotient. So, we can find the estimated sum. So, actually sum means it is addition. So, we will take the numbers and we will add like that. But without doing the normal addition method, we can do addition in the estimated form also. But before going to do in the estimated form of addition, let us know how to do the estimation. So these are of nearly 4 or 5 types. That is, we can estimate the numbers to nearest 10. We can estimate the numbers to nearest 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh. Like that we can go on like that. So now let us see how to estimate or how to round off the number to nearest 10. Nearest 10. So nearest 10 means 0 to 10 the numbers are there. So the middle number is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let us take a number. So nearest 10 means we can take any digits, any number of digits number. You can estimate the nearest 10 to 2-digit number, 3-digit number, 4-digit number, 5-digit number. Like that you can take any number. Let us first see, we will take a 3-digit number, 349. So I want to estimate 349 to the nearest 10. So when you are estimating the number to nearest 10, the first thing you have to know, there are 2 steps in rounding of number. The first step is when you round off a number to nearest 10, the number in the tens place will be same or different, and the number towards the right side of the tens place, that is ones place, will be 0. So when we estimate the number to nearest 10, so in ones place, in 10 we are having 1 0. That means in ones place we will get only 0. We won't get any other number. We will get only 0. That 2 things you have to remember. So in ones place we will be getting only 0 when you estimate to nearest 10, and in tens place the number will be the same digit or the next digit. Now how can you get the same digit or next digit? We will see. Now when you are estimating or when you are rounding off the number to nearest 10, first thing we have to do is you have to check the number in ones place, because here there is 0. We have to get 0 here. When you are rounding off to nearest 10, the ones place is 0. So this place you have to check. So the numbers in the ones place, if you have 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have 1 or 2, 3 and 4. If you have any of these 4 digits in ones place, you will be getting the same 10. Same 10. If you have 5 or more than 5. Now see the number line. If it is 1 to 4, you will be getting the same 10. If it is 5 or more than 5. 5 or more than 5 means 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you have any of these digits in the ones place, we will round it off to the next 10. So you have to remember these 2 things. If the digits in ones place are 1, 2, 3, 4, you will get the same 10. If the digit in ones place, if the digits are any of these digits, if you have, the tens place will be increased. That means we will go to the next 10. Next 10. Now check the tens place. Now check the tens and ones place. So first step is you have to see the digit in ones place. What is the digit in ones place? 9. Now check here. If you have 9 in ones place, what 10 do you get? Do you get the same 10 or next 10? It is next 10. So what is the next 10 to 40. 10. See the digit in tens place. Next to 10 I am telling. So you have to check the digit in tens place. What is the digit in tens place? 4. 4 means 40. What is the next 10 to 40? 40 after what is the next 10? I am not telling what is the next number to 40. What is the after number to 40? It's not like that. The thing is, what is the next 10 to 40? 40 after what? We are counting in tens. So what 10 comes after 40? 50. That means here this digit is changed. That means when you round off 349 to the nearest 10, hundreds place it won't change. So as it is, you write 3. Now here I said next 10. What is the next 10 or next digit to 4? Next 10 is 55. And here when you are rounding off to the next 10, when we are rounding off to the 10, what is the thing you have to remember? The ones place should be 0. That means 9 we are rounding off. So here in ones place we won't get any digits. Only we will be getting 0. So 349, if it is rounded to the nearest 10, what number do you get? It is 350. Now let us change the digit. Now here I am changing the number. Now I am taking 382. Now what is the first step you have to see? Check the number in ones place and find out whether it is in the same 10 or in the next 10. So 2. 2 means which 10 do you get? The same 10. What is the same 10? Here the number in tens place is 8. 8 means what is the same 10? Means 8 means 8 tens means 80. So here the tens place won't change. So hundreds place is 3 and the same 10. Because here 2 means you should round off to the same 10. You will get the same 10. What is the same 10? Means you should not change the tens place. So the digit in tens place is 8. We are not changing because the digit in ones place is 2 means the tens place should not change. We should get the same digit. Now ones place you have to keep 0. So when 382 is rounded to the nearest 10, we will get 380. That means 380 is very close to 382. That means this number is very closer to 382. So approximate. This is the actual number. 382 is the actual number, but 382 means it is approximately 380. Very nearer to 380. 382 is nearer to 380. So this is the way how to estimate to the nearest 10. Now let us see how to estimate nearest 100. So nearest 100 means you have to take the number line as 10 to 100. So here in each number line, the number line is divided from 0 to 100, and this one each line is 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now, so what is the middle number from 0 to 100? It is 50. Exactly 50 is in the middle. Now, when you have to round any number to nearest 100, 100 means you have to check the number of zeros in hundreds place. So how many zeros are there in 100? 2 zeros. Means here there is 1 0 in nearest 10. So in ones place we are getting 0. But when it is to nearest 100, how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. Where are the zeros? The zeros are in ones place and tens place. So that means when you round any number to nearest 100, we will get 0 in ones place and tens place. That is the first thing you have to remember. Now the next step you have to do is, here in the same way, here we are checking as 10 and here we have to check as 100. So if you have 10, 20, 30, 40. So if you have from 10 to 40, but we should not take like this. You can take like this, like 11 to where does the number end here? Before 40, it is before 50, it is 49. So from 11 to 49. So because we have to check 2 digits here. When it is nearest 100, the last 2 digits, tens and ones. So 2 digit numbers you have to check. So if you have the numbers from 11 to 49, then we get the same 100. The 100 is same 100. Now if from 50, so here 50, 51, 52, 53, in between we are having 51, 52, 53 up to 60. Like 61, 62, so till 99. So from 50 to 99. If you have 50, 51, 52, 53 or 61, 72, 89, like that, the numbers, all the numbers between, not between, from above 50 and below 99. So if you have any of these numbers, then we will round off to the next 100. This one you have to remember. So 11 to 49, same 100. 50 to 99, this is 2. 2 means in between we are having many numbers. So all these numbers comes under 50 to 99. All these numbers come under this category. So in between we are having many numbers. So we will get next 100. Now with these two things, let us round off the number to nearest 100. Now let us take the number. We can take 3-digit number or 4-digit number or any number we can take. Now let us see one 3-digit number and one 4-digit number. Now 845. So you have to round this number to nearest 100. That means 845 is nearer to which number? Which number means to which 100? It is not 10. We can do this to nearest 10 also. But here I asked to find 845 to its nearest 100. So when you want to find to the nearest 100, the first thing you have to do is 100 means 2 zeros. So you have to check the 2 digits. That means tens place and ones place. Now read the number. What is this number? 45. So 45 means 45 lies between these, in this category or in this category. So 45 comes here. 45 comes here. So when 45 is here, it is less than 49. So when it is less than up to 49 means you will be getting the same 100. So 45 means same 100. Now immediately you check the number in hundreds place. Same 100. What is the number in hundreds place? 8. So it won't change because I am telling same 100. Same 100 means 800 remains the same. So when 845 is rounded off to the nearest 100, what number do you get? 800. And I said when we have 2 zeros, Here you should get only zeros because 45 is estimated and I said 800 only. So here you have to keep zeros. When it is to nearest 100, the hundreds means 2 zeros, we will get here 2 zeros. So nearest to 10 means in ones place we will get 0. So here we will show tens, nearest to 10. So when it is to nearest 100, 100, 800. So when it is nearest 100 means we call it as 500, 200, 700, 100. When we call 100, tens place and ones place, we won't get any number, nearest 100. When it is nearest to 10 means in ones place we should not get 1 or 2 or 3. Nearest to 10 means 380, 480, 640, 390. So only tens we should get, no ones. When it is nearest 100, we should not get any tens and ones, only hundreds. Like 200, 300, 400. So like this we have to check. Now let us check the same thing but the number in different way. The number we will take as 563. Now, so when it is 563, so when it is to nearest 100, 100 means 2 zeros. So immediately you circle the last 2 digits, that is tens place and ones place. Now after this you have to check where is 63. So 63 is here. 63 lies here. So when we have 50 and above 50, we will get next 100. So what is the next 100 to 500? So what is the next 100 to 500? It is 600. It is 600. So when 563 is estimated to nearest 100, the number we get is 600. Now let us take a 4-digit number and check. Let us take 4-digit number. So here I am taking as 1392. So let us estimate this 4-digit number to nearest 100. What is the first thing you have to see? The last 2 digits, ones place and tens place. So the number is 92. If the number is 92, do you get the same 100 or next 100? You will get next 100. So what is the next 100 to 300? It is 400. What 100 do you get after 300? Counting in hundreds we are doing. So after 300, what is the next 100 if you count by hundreds? It is 400. So here we are getting 400. But what about the thousands place? Can you change the thousands place? No. Thousands place remains the same. That means here thousands place 1 is same. Here in thousands place we are having 1000. So 1000 is same. And what is the next 100 to 300? It is 400. So here we have to write 400. So this is the way how to do the 4-digit nearest 100. Rounding off to the nearest 100. But here we have taken 4-digit number. The same thing we can do for 2-digit numbers also. That means to nearest 10 also we can do. So here we did 3-digit number. Now let us take 4-digit number. 4382. So here 2 means you will get the same 10. What is the same 10 for 80? 80 only. So when it is to nearest 100, only here you will be getting 80, 40, 60, 30 like that. Tens we will be getting. The last 2 places we will get in the form of tens. What about the remaining places? That is hundreds place and thousands place. They won't change. That means here what do we get? 4380. So The number may be any digit number. It may be 4-digit number, 2-digit number, 3-digit number, 5-digit number. Any number, we can do it to nearest 10 or nearest 100. So here, if I take 5-digit number, suppose 51,392. You have to round it off to nearest 100. So what is the first step when you have to do for the nearest 100? Check the digits in ones and tens place. It is 92. So when the digit is 92, we will get next 100. What is the next 100 to 300? 400. So here up to here only we will get. That means nearest 100 means we bother about only 3 digits. Ones, tens, hundreds. That's all. The remaining 2 digits, not only 2, the remaining any number of digits, they won't change at all. So we got 400. Here thousands place, here 10,000s place. So here it is 51,400. So the thing is only you have to check when it is to nearest 100, the last 2 digits ones place and tens place, you find out where does it lie in the number line, whether it is above 40 or below, sorry, above 50 or below 50, and find it out. And then the remaining places they won't change. This is the way how to round the number to nearest 10 and nearest 100. And we can use this method to find the sum. Sum means what? Adding. Usually, how will you add the numbers? We will add the numbers like this. That is 349 plus 252. So when you add, you will add like this. 9 plus 2 is 11. Carry. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. And again carry will be carried. So like this 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 1 is 6. 601. The same addition can be done in the estimated form. How will you add in the rounding of numbers? It is very easy to add. Here, now you check. So nearest 100 means, check the number here. It is 49. If it is 49, so do you get the same 100 or next 100? You can think in the mind and you can add directly without putting on the paper also. 349 means 49 means it is less than 50. So if it is less than 50, what 100 do you get? The same 100. What is the same 100 means? 300 plus now 52. Now check the 2 digits because we are rounding to the nearest 100. So the last 2 places you have to check. 52. 52 means it is above 50. In the number line you see it is above 50. If it is above 50, we have to go for next 100. What is the next 100? 100 means you should immediately come to the hundreds place. What is the next 100 for 2? It is 3. Next 100 for 200 is 300. So 300 plus 300 is 600. The actual sum. So when you add like this, we get 601. That is exact sum. But here we are not taking the exact sum. Just we are estimating. That means approximately. So what is the approximate sum of 349 and 252? It is 600. So like this you can do for 4-digit numbers, 5-digit numbers. Like that you can take any digit numbers. And you can check the actual sum and the estimated sum. Now let us take a 4-digit number. Suppose 2349 and 3252. Now when I add, what do I get here? The actual sum. Actual sum means adding in the normal method. So here 6 and 3 plus 2 is 5. So this is the actual sum. Now the same thing you have to do rounding off to the nearest 100. It is not rounding off to the nearest 10. It is rounding off to nearest 100. The same number we will do to nearest 10 also. Now here you first estimate. So how will you estimate? 49. 49 means it is below 50. So you will get, otherwise we will change the numbers here and let us find. Suppose here it is 5 and here it is 3. So here 8 and here it is 4 and here it is 2. Now here it is 6. Here it is 5. Now nearest 100. 45 and 22. You have to check these two numbers. So 45 means where does 45 lie in this number line? So it is below 50. If it is below 50, what 100 do you get? Below 50 means same 100. So the same 100, when you take the same 100, ones place and tens place, do you get the same 45? Any numbers do you get? Any digits do you get? No. We have to keep zeros there. Only 300. So 300 we will write, but the thousands place. Is there any need to change thousands place? No. This remains the same because we are bothering about only nearest 100. So thousands place it won't change at all. Only we have to check ones, tens and hundreds. So it is 2300 plus here 23. Where does 23 lie? 23 lies below 50. That means the number line, in this number line 23 is somewhere here. So you get the same 100. Now check the same 100. 100 means here check the number. What is the number in hundreds place? 200. So you will get the same 200. Thousands place is same. That means so 3200. Now you add this. So the estimated sum of 2345 and 3223 is 5500. This is the estimated sum and this is the actual sum. Actual sum means exactly we will get the number 5568. But here rounding off to nearest 100 means we rounded off. So the ones place and tens place 0. It is 5500. Now the same number we can estimate and add to the nearest 10 also. We can estimate to the nearest 10 also. Now let us take the same numbers. But we are adding. We are estimating the sum of these two numbers but to nearest 10. 2345 plus 3223. Now what is the actual sum? 8655. 5568. Now the same thing I want in the estimation form but to nearest 10. So what is the thing you have to remember when you are estimating to nearest 10? You have to check the number in ones place. So where is 5? If it is 5 and above 5, what 10 do you get? Next 10. What is the next 10 to 40? What is the next 10 to 40? 50. So here you will get 50, but the thousands place and hundreds place they won't change. So 2 in thousands place is same, 3 in hundreds place is same, and here the next 10. What is the next 10 to 40? 50. Now plus. Now here it is 3. So if it is 3, where is 3 in number line? It is below 5. If it is 5, if it is below 5, we get the same 10. So what is the same 10? Now check the tens place number. It is 2, 20. So the same 10 means 20. The tens and thousands place they won't change. The thousands number is 3 and the hundreds place digit is 2. And here we are getting the same 10. Same 10 means 20. So 0, 7, 5, 5. Now observe the difference here. The numbers are same and the total, that is adding, is same. But observe this estimated sum of nearest 10 and nearest 100. So when you estimate to nearest 100, so we will be getting only in hundreds, like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. When we estimate to nearest 10, we will be getting like this, like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, like that. So when it is to nearest 10, ones place we will be getting only 0. When it is to nearest 100, as we have 2 zeros in 100, so the last places we should get only zeros. When it is to nearest 10, as there is only 1 zero in 10, so ones place we should get only 0. No other numbers we should get. So this is the way how to add the estimated sum. How to find the estimated sum. In the same way, we can find the estimated difference. Means we have to do subtraction. So we can do the normal subtraction and we have to apply like this and we can estimate the difference. So then you can find the nearest 1000 to the nearest 10,000. That we will see in the next class. So we can do this in different ways. Estimation, rounding off, nearest 100, nearest 10, nearest 1000, and we can apply this to the day-to-day life. How? In the before I said, suppose there are 1252 children in a theater. So we have to distribute from some snacks for them. So 1152. So in this case, by seeing this, what we will do? So we have to take some snacks for them. So how many snacks can we take? We can take 1152 is very nearer to which number? 60. We can't take 50. Actually, it is nearer to 50. But if you take 50 snacks, 2 children, they won't get snacks. So we will take 1160. Because in this case, even though the rounding off number is 1150, actually when we round off this number to the nearest 10, we get, because 2 is less than 5, we get the same 10. Actually we will get 1150. But here we are taking some snacks. So if you take only this, actual number of students are these many. So 2 snacks will be decreased. So in this type of cases, we will take more snacks. That means in this case, we will take 1160 snacks to the theater. So according to the application way, we will do. Actually, this is 1150. But here we have to distribute. So then we will estimate to the more and we will go for the next 10 because we have to distribute there. So like this we have to think and we have to apply to the nearest 10 and nearest 100. Thank you.